Hi, Shea Hulse here. If you don't know me, I'm a wife and mom of two, and I help entrepreneurial women master their mindset and build a successful online business without sacrificing time with their loved ones so they could live their dream life. And so this week, I want to talk to you about internal family systems, what they are, and how they can help you own your awesome and live your best life and get rid of a lot of those limiting beliefs that you're probably still holding on to. So first, of course, I like to preface it with what are internal family systems, and then I'm going to kind of dive into how you can work with them instead of against them so that you can stop being at war with yourself and start owning your awesome and living your best life and allowing all of those beautiful parts of you to really flourish, and so you can create a life you have only dreamed of so far. But before I do that, if you find some value in this video, please like this video, comment with what your favorite tip was, and share this with somebody that you think would find some value as well. If you don't know me, again, I have 4 years sober. I'm in recovery. My husband and I are in recovery. That is relevant to this story because I think that a lot of people that struggle with family systems in real life struggle with those internal family systems you've created, and that was a lot of mine and my husband's addiction problems, was just a lot of depression, anxiety, frustration, anger. And understanding internal family systems is something that can really help you break out of those negative patterns and behaviors in order to live your best life. And so I think that I'm going to start with a little bit of an example of how I have always had a relationship with internal family systems before I actually knew what they were, right? So recently I heard on Gabby Bernstein's podcast all about internal family systems, and I was previously unaware that this was a thing, right? But as the podcast progressed, it was sounding more and more familiar to me, and in something that I already do with myself. So I'll just say it. I mean, I talk to myself all the time. Do you have inner dialogues constantly going on in your brain? Because I do. And it has caused issues in my life, not only in the sense that sometimes I'm talking to myself in my head and not listening to my husband. He hates that. Second, I have terrible memory problems since I had kids. So that talking in my head does help me remember things sometimes, or it helps me forget things sometimes. Depends on what I'm focusing on, right? And this is relevant because with internal family systems, Gabby Bernstein brought on a expert in the field, and I couldn't tell you his name right now. I'll write it below. But basically, the different people, it's like different people inside of you, you know? So there's the protector, and then there's different firefighters, they were calling them. There are different exiled parts of you, those child parts of you that have either been pushed away because of your actual family, pushed away because of society, pushed away because of yourself, those exiled parts of you. Then there's the protector that wants to keep you safe, and then there's more. So I'm probably going to have to do more videos on this as a subject. But in essence, it's those different parts of you. That's what I'm talking about. Those different inner dialogues that you're having in your head. Those are the different parts of you that are trying to help keep you safe, or sometimes they are causing chaos in your life and you don't even realize it. So what do I mean? The child parts of you that I'm specifically talking about are, yeah, that little inner voice that you have that, you know, maybe mom never approved of you, or she was always trying to change you, right? And I'm just saying that from my own experience, was there was somebody in my life that was always trying to change me. I don't wear bright colors. I don't speak with enthusiasm. I don't have tons of friends. I like to read too many books. I could sniff a book, and so anyway, lots of these child parts of me got wounded in the process. And as a result, when I was a teenager, I thought that I needed to be somebody I wasn't. I thought that it was bad to sit around and read books. I thought it was bad to not have tons of friends. I thought I needed to, you know, be something different, right? And that was part of my self-esteem issues that I internalized, and that came out in negative patterns and behaviors such as addiction. You know, I was trying to quite literally drown that part of myself. Those parts of myself I was suppressing, I was trying to like completely drown them and pretend like they didn't exist. And in a sense, that was my guardian, that was my protector part of me, trying to protect those inner exiles, those inner childs that were hurt, right? Does that make sense? Am I making a good analogy here? And then there's firefighters, and those are like different tiers of guardians. So at the time, my protector protected me from myself by numbing myself out with drugs or alcohol or other substances, right? And as I got older, and especially after I stopped with drugs and alcohol, other things popped up, such as controlling, you know, trying to control the outcome, trying to control other people, trying to control everything. You know, that's a firefighter. That was another form of the protector part of me. That didn't really work either, you know. And then other parts happen too. And so what internal family systems does is it helps you identify those different inner dialogues that you're having, those inner parts of you, those inner children that are wounded, and the inner protector that is trying to protect them from. And so by understanding the protector, you can understand the part of you that's wounded. And so what this does and how it can help you own your awesome and live your best life is you have to, first off, you have to allow yourself to feel those feelings, right? You have to work through those negative emotions, because if you don't work through them and then eradicate them, they're just going to become patterns of behavior that repeat on and on and on throughout your life. And I've already done that, been there, done that with a lot of different patterns, but you're going to find more and more patterns as you go on. But as long as you continue on a path of spiritual and personal development, then you can help eradicate them even more, because more will pop up and you're going to just get better at handling those things, right? And so again, how this relates to living your best life is that when you are stuck in negative patterns, you are also at that lowest level of emotional frequency, that vibration you're putting off into the world. And you want to be at a higher frequency. And not only that, you want to enjoy life. And for many, many, many years, I did not enjoy life. I was constantly depressed. I was constantly anxious. I was constantly overwhelmed. I couldn't breathe. You know, that's why I took a deep breath there, because I feel that feeling, right? But the more that you progress in your personal development, and the more you understand that protector and the wounded child behind that protector, is the way that you can feel through those feelings and help eliminate them and start living your best life. So I hope that that made some sense to you. I hope that you found some value in this video. If you want, please go listen to Gabby Bernstein's podcast. I will put the link below. I hope that you do listen to it. If you are finding that you're having a war with yourself, maybe you know that you have more potential and you're just not reaching it. Maybe you know that you want more out of life and you just don't know how to get it. I have felt both of those ways, so I totally understand where you're coming from. And I so get depression and anxiety. It is not just, you know, suck it up and get over it. It's not. But it is at the same time. You know, your perception is your reality. Your perspective is your reality. So feel your feelings. Feel through your feelings. Don't stay stuck in your feelings. Don't stay stuck in those patterns and those behaviors. And I hope, again, that you found some value. If you need some more support, please grab my Mindset Mastery Guide for Mom Entrepreneurs. This is Mindset Tick. Those are some mindset tips and tricks that are good for anybody that is going through either a stressful time, or maybe you just want to further your personal development game. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next week. Thanks. Bye.